Warehouses, vacant lots and houses. That's all coming up now. So here's a quick update on the scenery. This is the east end of the Western Avenue yard, and this is where I'm going to be having a residential and a small industrial area. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to be disused underpass, and there will be a warehouse over here, sort of, well, half a warehouse. I'll see what I can fit in there. There's a vacant lot that is over here, which is a fenced off vacant lot, and then on this side over here will be a couple of houses just on this side of the street. There's a road running between them, and using Google Maps, I've marked out 15 feet just using the measuring function on Google Maps, and it's 15 feet from the edge of the retaining wall to the edge of where the vacant lot is. So I've just marked it out on here on pencil, so I can just make sure I've got a nice realistic looking road, the correct width. And I'm just going to use the maps now to work out what size to put this building over here. I can't do the full size that I was hoping to do, not the full size but the full width. So I'm just going to do a representation of it over here, and I'm using Walther's kits for that, and DPM kits as well, but that's coming up in a future video. And what I've done over here, so you can see I've put the underpass in. That's not fixed in at the moment, that's just put in as a placeholder just so I can work out dimensions of everything else. And also I want to super detail the inside, so I'm just going to take it out. But what I've done here is, you can see over here the open bit, there's only a small sort of upright there, and it's not easy to attach this retaining wall to the structure as it is. So what I've done, I've put a strip of 1/2 mil plywood. I think it's about 0.2 of an inch width plywood, all the way along, and on top of that I put some of this wooden scenic underlay, this foam underlay. That together with those two, with the plywood and this, it makes it the correct depth to have this sitting flush. So this bit of the underpass sticks out a bit, and by having those, the plywood and the underlay, it actually fits in perfectly, so this wall can sit flush against that bit of the underpass. And this wall is a Walther's retaining wall kit. It's actually part of the underpass series, but it's not prototypically correct. I mean, the prototype has got solid concrete panels, but this is sort of separate panels, but I'm not too fussed about that. It's going to still look good anyway. And I've just got a whole lot of series of those all together, and I've had to put a strip at the top to make it the correct height. You can see that under the retaining wall is a little bit low over here, so I put a strip on top of it just to make it the correct height. And I'll be putting graffiti on that. It's going to be taken from photographs of real graffiti on the street, quite well known area for graffiti, more it's actually more street art than graffiti. Really amazing pictures they have, or murals rather. And what I'm going to do is, also the street's going to be a styrene. There's styrene inside here, so there's a slight difference in height, so I'm going to make sure I get the correct styrene, correct depth styrene, so that it'll be all level, and that'll mean this wall will sit on top of it, and it'll take it up to the exact height of this underpass, so it'll fit in nicely with railings on top, so it's going to look really nice when I've done that scene. But I'll show you that again in a separate video. I'll do a video on this wall. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm waiting for the pictures of these murals, I'm just going to start the rest of it now, so at least I'm getting something. I don't have to wait for that. I can get the rest of it started. So I'm going to get started on the roadway, the vacant lot, and then the warehouse as well. And I can also get started on the underpass over there, which is a fenced off, disused underpass. So that's where I've got to with the scenery. I can get quite a bit of it done in the next couple of weeks, so there'll be another update coming up soon. But at least I'm getting started on the scenery, which is my favourite bit. and at least I'll get that bit done, and then I can start on the, I think my next bit will probably be doing ballasting on the main line and then into the yard itself. But there we go. So that's the latest update. So if you don't already, please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button down below and click on that little bell icon to be notified of my latest update. So in the meantime, thank you for watching and see you soon.